impact injuries, wise guy totals, the Celtics record as underdogs, the Bulls off a win. We've got lots of stuff to talk about. Teddy's tips for Thursday. What's today? April 9th. We have just a couple of days left in the regular season. And let me start with this. I'm not sure that I'm going to continue doing this on a daily basis in the postseason. I'll probably just be doing free play videos in the postseason. That said, this was kind of a little test run post All-Star break to see if Teddy's tips would work. And I think it worked. I like doing this show. You guys, the response has been fantastic. Boy, I appreciate the likes, the comments, the follows. You guys doing it every day. Thank you. I'm not sure that we're not going to be off, but there'll be plenty of free NBA content for me throughout the postseason. I've not yet discussed with the superiors whether they want me to do this throughout the playoffs, but I don't know that there'll be enough games for me to do it in the postseason. But we're sure as hell going to do it today. We're sure as hell going to do it tomorrow. And if we don't do it in the postseason, we'll do it again starting next October when the NBA season begins. And of course, there will be free play videos each and every day powered by WagerTalk.com in the postseason. Tomorrow, all 15 teams are playing. It's going to be a busy 10 minutes today. Only 6 games on the card, so we'll have a little bit of time to break some of this stuff down and analyze it a little bit better. So let's start. What do we like to do? Wise guy totals. Yesterday, wise guy totals. We had 2, and they were both winners. Portland and San Antonio. I got bet under overnight. That was a clear move. And lo and behold, that game was, I believe, the lowest scoring game of the night in the NBA last night. One of them, certainly. And then OKC and the Clippers. That game went over. Thunder. Man, Thunder, in terms of their totals, difficult for me because they're such an elite defensive team, and yet they play with so much pace. Their offense lights it up. You think of the elite defensive teams as being under teams. That's not necessarily OKC. It certainly wasn't the case last night. All the sharp money came for the over and that cash. So Spurs under, Clips over. They're both sharp moves came through. When it comes to last night's and this morning's, what I call wise guy totals that get hit overnight and then get hit more in the morning. 3 of them stand out. 4 of them stand out, I should say, for today on a 6-game card, which is rare. But what have we seen? We've seen money for Chicago and Washington over the total. Last night, this was sitting as low as 246.5. Now I'm seeing as high as 248.5. So a couple of moves on Chicago, Washington over the number. And of course, these 2 teams played earlier in the week, and the Wizards forgot to show up or score. Now, Washington, there's no reason for the Wizards to tank anymore. They've clinched one of the bottom 3 spots in all of the NBA. So look at the most ping pong balls they can get in the lottery. We'll see if the markets say we should expect Washington to show up offensively tonight in a way they didn't in their last ballgame. Money for the over. We've got confirmation just now, came across the Odds Logic live odds screen, where Jaylen Brown is going to be sitting for the Celtics. No surprise with Brown sitting. We've seen money for the under in that ballgame. No confirmation yet about Derek White's status, but Boston, New York under money has come in pretty significantly on this one. We're looking at 217s last night. I'm seeing 214.5 right now on the Odds Logic live odds screen. And of course, guys, get that free trial, oddslogic.com/Teddy. I use it every day. I talk about it every day. Try it. Free. 7 days. oddslogic.com/Teddy. Helps me. Philly, Houston, over. And this is interesting. We've seen lots of over. That's as high as 227.5. Right now, last night we were sitting at 225s for this ball game. So as low as 225. There was some variance on that. It was 226, 225.5, 225. Bottom line, over money for Philly, Houston. And Houston's a really interesting team to talk about right now because I'd kind of written the Rockets off as being more hype and less production. They were such a bad favorite. They were such a bad point spread team for so long this season. Houston's found something down the stretch, and they found something offensively down the stretch. This team spent much of the season outside of the top half of the league in offensive efficiency. We look at them right now. Let's say last 10 games for the Houston Rockets, top 5 in the NBA in offensive efficiency, right there with the Nuggets, the Thunder, Charlotte, San Antonio, then Houston. So for the last 10 games, and really I think it's been shorter than that. It's probably about 7 or 8 games that Houston's kind of switch has flipped, and we're seeing over money for the Rockets tonight. And we're seeing Houston's offense in general be at a very different level of efficiency. They've started to hit shots than they were earlier in the season. Worth paying attention to. We talk about the Rockets, and again, a team that I didn't have pegged for doing anything this postseason. All of a sudden, the last couple of weeks, they're making some noise. We're seeing Philly, Houston over money coming in today. One last one, we're talking about Miami and Toronto under. This might be the strongest of the bunch, really. Last night we were sitting at as high as 238.5 for this one. Not the strong, but we're seeing 236.5, 237s right now in the markets for Miami and Toronto. Worth noting, the Heat have had 6 games this year. They failed to score 100 points. 3 of those 6 have come against the Raptors. All 3 previous meetings against Toronto have stayed under the total. They've all stayed under the total by margin. So, wise guy totals. Chicago, Washington, over. Boston, New York, under. Philly, Houston, over. Miami, Toronto, under. That's the 4 out of the 6 games on the card tonight that stood out to me. And yeah, that once again, it tells us, doesn't matter if it's the first week of the season, the last week of the season, sharp money comes on these games. The markets move to the sharp money. The savvy bettors don't stop betting just because it's the last weekend of the regular season. Impact injuries for tonight. Well, I want to talk about that. But first, 2 days left. Not even, guys. Day and a half left if you want to get the special offer. It's $1.99 for every play, every day from today or tomorrow if you buy it tomorrow, right through the end, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. So that gives you the rest of the regular season. It gives you the play-in games, all of the postseason, and right through to Game 7 of the Finals. If there is one in June, there is nothing more to buy. There is no bait and switch. We're not going to say, oh, Bob, but you don't get Teddy's free. You get everything, including the 5% big tickets. My postseason track record is pretty darn good. If you want to partner up, today's the day to do it, today or tomorrow, because the offer expires Friday at midnight. $1.99 every play, every day, right through Game 7 of the Finals. Check it out on my homepage, www.buzz.com/TC. If you're interested, if you're not, no one's going to be mad at you if you don't buy. It's okay. Thanks for watching. We appreciate the likes, the comments, and the follows very much. If you're interested in partnering up, today's the day to do it. So check it out. Again, www.buzz.com/TC. I talked about Jaylen Brown just being hurt or just being listed as out. Achilles downgraded to ruled out Thursday. That's another advantage of the Odds Logic live odds screen and stuff like that pops up for you. Well, we're seeing lots of Knicks money as a result. We could see more. Derek White still questionable for the Celtics. I wrote down before the show started, impact injuries tonight. Brown and White both questionable. The line will bounce based on their status. Well, in the last 5 minutes, we've seen Brown sit and the money come for the under and the money come for the Knicks. And there will be more of that if Derek White sits as well. So be aware, impact injury tonight for Boston. That's why the money is coming for the New York Knickerbockers. That being said, you want to talk about under the radar angle? There's 2 of them that I want to talk about before this show is through. Real quick first, Celtics as underdogs. Yeah, I get it. They're going to be sitting Jaylen Brown tonight, and they could be without Derek White as well. Boston's been a really good underdog this year. Better than 60% as a road dog, better than 60% as a dog on any floor. Celtics catching points is something that intrigues me as a concept. And let's not forget, from a character standpoint, Boston's been doing this all year. Oh, this guy's hurt, doesn't matter. Someone else will step up. Brayton Pitcher's going to have a great night. Neemias Queta's going to have a great night. Boston's seen a lot of different guys step up when key guys have been hurt. They've been good underdogs all year long. Worth noting as they take on the Knicks tonight. One more worth mentioning. The Bulls. The first week of the season, I was riding Chicago. We went 5-0 straight up, 5-0 against the spread their first 5 games. Love the Bulls then. Since that time, the Chicago Bulls off a win. So they went 4-0 off their first 4 wins. Since that time, 10-15 ATS off a win. That's 40% full season long. Their last back-to-back wins came before the All-Star break. Chicago's off a win, and they're laying points in Washington tonight. Maybe the Wizards are worth a look. That's the angle of the day certainly says so. Thanks for watching. We'll do it again tomorrow. Same time, same channel, right here on WagerTalk TV. Best of luck with all your bets, and we'll see you in less than 24 hours, a little bit less than 24 hours. Cheers.